It had been a month since the drama between Wylie, 21, black hair, Spanish, handsome college junior with hazel eyes, his father William, tall, 40-year-old, bodybuild, Spanish, attractive man with black hair, and Wylie's ex, Marlo, 21, dark brown slick hair, blue eyes, handsome college junior. Marlo tried to move on from Wylie and William by filling his days with gym sessions and hanging out with Nick, 22, college senior, blonde with green eyes, who was once Wylie's ex-boyfriend. But tonight, everything changed. At the frat party, the alcohol flowed freely, and frat boy, Zayn, 22, college senior, tall, lean body type with dark man bun hairstyle, tattoos, shirtless with piercing on his bottom lip and left eyebrow, couldn't keep his eyes off Nick. When Nick disappeared with Zayn, something snapped inside Marlo. He searched the house frantically, only to find them emerging from a bedroom. Without thinking, his fist connected with Zayn's face. They barely escaped before the police arrived. Arguing in the car, as Marlo driving while Nick sits in the passenger seat at night about what happened. That's when Nick finally broke down and confessed his true feelings. "You don't want me, so I went found someone who did," said Nick as he looked away in annoyance. The tension that had been building between them for weeks suddenly made sense. Back at Marlo's dorm, what started as an emotional confession turned into an intimate night. Morning brought more than just sunlight that day. Marlo and Nick embraced their newfound connection. "What does this mean?" Nick says, while cuddling with Marlo in bed. "I don't know," Marlo replied. "But for now, let's just see where things go, with us. No pressure." Nick smiled with delight and knelt in his arms, while across town, Wylie's world continued to crumble. He'd been drowning his sorrows in bottles, trying to forget the mess of his father William, Marlo, and his ex Marcus. He now lives in a dorm, with a new friend named Freddie. Tall, skinny man with dorky glasses, curly brown hair, 19-year-old freshman. Freddie, knowing Wylie was stuck in the room and just needs some time with himself, decided to not bother him and left to head to class. Meanwhile, Aaron, Marlo's cousin, tall, strong, athletic, 22-year-old college senior with dark blonde hair, playing a dangerous game with his new girlfriend, Sasha's heart. Sasha, 22-year-old college senior, slender body type girl with pink flowing beautiful hair, using her to patch up his own wounds. They both lay in bed, cuddling after finishing doing their homework. When Aaron decided to get up to take a shower, Sasha noticed she had a text from her boyfriend, Zayn. She looked at it, only to be shocked to see Zayn recorded himself kissing another man, who we know as Nick. Sasha was pissed. She left Aaron's dorm, rushed over to Zayn's frat house, and confronting Zayn about that spicy video with Nick. Zayn chuckled with a smirk. "Oh, you do care about me," said Zayn. "If not, then why do you care whom I kiss?" Sasha pulled away from Zayn. "I don't," she says. "I'm just warning you to back off. I have a boyfriend now. You think by you sending me that irrelevant video of you and Nick, I would be crawling back to you? Well, you ass is wrong." She then stormed out of the house, as everyone laughing at Zayn still having a good time. Zayn was pissed and vowed to ruin Aaron to get his ex, Sasha, back. Later, William, sitting alone with thoughts of Marlo, gets an unexpected knock. Enter Hank, 45-year-old, tall lumberjack, and a new neighbor, who's apparently stepped straight out of a magazine cover. Hank introduced himself to William and hoped to get to know him. However, although Will finds Hank extremely attractive, William's keeping his distance, for some boundaries aren't meant to be crossed, yet. Next day, Marlo finds comfort in Nick's arms in bed together, sharing intimate moments in his dorm room. Nick finds himself F-sling for Marlo, but decided not to say anything about it yet. Marlo noticed something was on Nick's mind, and when he asked, Nick just kissed him to shut Marlo up. Marlo fell for it. Meanwhile, Wylie's struggling with the pain of losing Marcus as his boyfriend. He tried calling him, but Wylie has been blocked from Marcus. He even tried going over to his house, but the guard by the front gate always make him leave. He was even forced to not take any of Marcus's class since Claire, Marcus's wife, said so. Wylie felt lost. He missed Marcus so much. Freddie sat beside Wylie, as Wylie leaned his head over to Freddie's shoulder, crying. That night, William, tall, 40-year-old Spanish bodybuild, attractive man with black hair, and Hank, 45-year-old, tall bodybuild, lumberjack man with black slick hair, began to bond over at William's house through football and dinner. However, they both couldn't keep their hands away from each other. But William pulled himself away, afraid of getting hurt in the process. But Hank pulled William in his strong arms, promising he could never hurt William. He even advised them to take things slow by going to the movies tomorrow for their first date. William agreed. The next day, in the college bathroom, Zayn, 22-year-old college senior, tall, lean body type, with a man bun hairstyle with tattoos, piercing on his bottom lip, an eyebrow walleth, black tight-fitted shirt, confronts Aaron, 22-year-old college senior, tall, strong, athletic with dark blonde hair, to staying away from Sasha, 22-year-old college senior girl, with slender type body, with pink, beautiful flowing hair. Aaron challenged Zayn to get out of his way. Then suddenly, Zayn connected his fist to Aaron's eye, while gave Aaron a black eye. "Remember this, bitch," said Zayn, as he looked down at Aaron that soon fell to the floor. "Stay the hell away from Sasha, or I'm gonna have to bring my goons here to hurt you, next time." Zayn stormed out of the bathroom. "The fuck y'all looking at?" he shouted, as everyone that was by the outside bathroom door scattered away. Later, after school, Wylie, 21-year-old college junior, Spanish guy with black hair, handsome with hazel eyes, seeking revenge on his father William for sleeping with his ex. Marlo, tall, handsome, 21-year-old college junior, with slick dark brown hair and blue eyes. Wylie and William had always had a rocky relationship ever since. Flashback. William left Wylie and his mother after William cheated on Wylie's mother with Wylie's uncle when Wylie was 11. William only came back into Wylie's life when Wylie was 16, after his mother died of cancer, and his uncle had moved out of the state and didn't want to raise Wylie. Wylie had no choice but to stay with William. Wylie always had resentment to William, and William knew that. Present day, Wylie went over to his father's house to confront William about his betrayal, till someone knocked at the house door. It was Hank, arriving to pick up William for theater movie date. Wylie, seeing his father had found a new love, just hatched an idea, an evil idea. Since William wasn't home yet from work, Wylie took the opportunity to get to know Hank. They chatted for a while on the couch, and can both see how much they had things in common when it came to sports. Just then, he thought he heard his father coming into the house. As soon as William opened the door, Wylie quickly pulled Hank by the collar to make Hank fall on top of Wylie on the couch. Wylie then kissed Hank. William witnessed it all and dropped his groceries on the floor after the shocking betrayal. Hank quickly pulled away, shocked at Wylie's kiss, and ran to William to explain himself, but William didn't want to hear it and demanded they both get out of his house. Hank sadly left, as Wylie walked out with glee, but William stopped him by taking one good look at him. "Are you happy now, son?" said William as he glared at him, but in all honesty, Wylie didn't. Instead, it just made Wylie feel depressed than before, proving that sometimes revenge only deepens the wounds. He left his father's house, feeling guilty. The next day, Nick, 22 college senior, with blonde hair and green eyes, falling hard for Marlo, unable to resist their passionate morning kisses. But Marlo's mind wanders to William. Meanwhile, Aaron, still have a black eye, went over to Wylie's dorm to check up on him, since it's been a long while since he last saw him. Plus, he hadn't been coming to class, and the other professors is concerned for his grades. Wylie woke up from his sleep, answered the door, only to see his friend Aaron. Wylie apologized to Aaron for ghosting him, but Aaron knew why and understood. After all, Aaron is Marlo's cousin. It would be weird to hang out with his ex's cousin, but Aaron didn't let that situation stop them from being friends. They later went outside to get ice cream and share some real family advice about mending the broken heart and have that connection with his family again. Wylie knew Aaron was right and decided to call William later on today, and also question about Aaron's eye, but Aaron brushed it off.